What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna wait for a few people to log in. As some of you may know, I've been banned on Facebook for 30 days, and the 30-day ban just came off. So I have a lot to say right now. I have continued to, some people think that I've been hiding because of, certain things that happened with the election. I've been reading the comments, even though I couldn't respond. But I've been still posting from YouTube. I've still been posting from Instagram, and I've still been posting from my public figure page, the backup page through my wife's account. So I'm gonna say a lot of things in this video, and I'm gonna try to say it quickly because, it's been 30 days since I last spoke to you guys on this page. No, Brother Marcus, mine has not changed about the stuff that's going on with President Trump. If you guys remember, maybe you didn't see it, one of the last videos that I posted as I was walking through the woods on my prayer walk, the Lord told me that the corruption was about to be exposed. He was about to expose the roots of it, and it was going to look like something out of a movie. Now, if you guys scroll down my page, you'll see that video. You see how the light was shining through, and it hit the roots of the tree that was knocked over. And since then, we've seen all this stuff come out with the Dominion stuff. We've seen all this stuff come out with all this just voter fraud, Dominion stuff. Some people don't believe it, but let's talk about a couple things, all right? I just waiting for a couple people to log in. First thing I want to say, I think it's very suspicious that President Obama, President Bush, and President Clinton are saying they're going to go on TV and take this COVID vaccination, all these different flus and diseases and things that we don't even have vaccination for, but the timing, right while, they think this election has went one way, the vaccination's coming through and they want to push it, and these guys want to take it on TV. That's very suspicious to me. The fact that YouTube came out the other day and they said that they're going to ban and take down any videos that pretty much say Biden, had some fraud going on, or there was some cheating going on, they're going to take those videos down. That right there kind of just lets me know everything that I need to know, because there's such a effort to ban and silence only certain voices. All right, and that should be a wake-up call. But let's talk about some facts. President Trump, all right, Florida, Iowa, and Ohio. I think even with just Florida and Ohio, any president that has ever won Florida and Ohio, they've won. They have not lost. And he won what? Florida, Iowa, and Ohio. So no president has ever won those states and lost. And then Trump, all right, he did the best with minorities of any Republican ever. And since his the last election season, he improved in literally every area, over 10 million more votes. No president has ever increased in these categories and lost. Obama, during his second term, he actually lost support, all right, and he decreased in support, and he still won. Trump increased. He got 10 million more votes. He did better with minorities than any Republican president. He went up in his percentage for African-American men, and you're telling us that he lost, including when he won Florida and Ohio. Let's see what else we had on here that I wanted to talk about. Okay, yeah, and then Obama, he did worse in his second term, and he still won. You mean to tell me that Joe Biden was doing bad in all of these states, but he won Georgia and he did better than Obama did in Georgia? Come on, man. Georgia has did a recount 3 times, and people are like, oh, every time they do they're recounting fraudulent votes. If they don't check the signatures, they're just counting the same fraudulent votes over and over again. Now, some people, they don't want to, and here's the scary part. They don't want to acknowledge, dead people were voting. They don't want to acknowledge, all the voter fraud or the videos that they see. And what's the scariest thing is that the media doesn't want to cover it. Let me ask you something. Why Kamala Harris, why has she not given up her seat? When I think it was Obama won, he gave up his seat right away. She's still holding on to her seat. And I believe it's because she knows if she was really so confident that Joe Biden won, she would give up the seat. All right. Trump was leading in every swing state until they stopped counting. Like when this thing was going, it looked like he was going to win. Now, some people are going to say mail-in voting, but it's statistically impossible. All right. In one place they were talking about these votes that shot up overnight. I think it was that Michigan, and it was 600,000 to 3,000 for Trump. So 600,000 votes for Biden, and then only 3,000 for Trump. It's statistically and mathematically impossible. Every glitch. Remember, now watch this. Here's what's crazy. They admitted, they said we found 6,000 votes that changed over from Trump to Biden. That's the ones that they caught. Now, if he won, if they're saying Biden won in Georgia by like what, 12,000 votes, and he won in this state by 10, 11,000 votes, and you found 6,000 that got changed over, yes, we need to check the Dominion system, because if you find 2 or 3 more, it changes the whole election. All right, it changes who won the state. So that is significant, and a lot of people, they don't want to acknowledge that. And then Trump, all right, this is what happened. They're counting all the votes, and Trump is, steadily going up, and he's winning in all the states. And it's clear that Biden is losing, right? And then out of nowhere, and this has never happened, Trump was literally leading in the middle of the night. I think one place it was 1:45, the other place it was 3:30 in the morning. All of a sudden, boom, the line goes up straight like this. That is statistically and mathematically impossible. And anybody who wants to, believe that, they're just in denial and they don't love the truth. And the Bible says if you don't love the truth, God will send you a strong delusion. It's statistically impossible. And Giuliani, when they were in the court, they were talking about it. When they got all these mail-in votes, they said it was 600,000 to about Trump's 3,000. Okay, and here's the crazy thing with that. Let me see, where's this little note? Every glitch, every mess up, they said it was for Biden. It never went the other way. And so there's a lot of different things that are going on. People have a lot of different opinions. This is what I believe is going to happen, all right? I'm sticking to what I said. I have not lost faith that, Trump is going to turn this thing around. And I believe that, believers should be praying. But what I've been praying specifically is that it goes up to the Supreme Court. And I don't care about all this other stuff that's going on. It just needs to go up to the Supreme Court. And one thing, if you didn't watch that video, the Lord told me that it wasn't a accident that Ginsburg died when she did. God is in control of when people leave, this earth. He has complete control over that. He knows everybody's days. And he showed me how Ginsburg was kind of like Queen Vashti. And then Amy Barrett was like a Queen Esther. And Queen Vashti left the palace, and in came Queen Esther. And I believe, if you know anything about anything, I was about to say Queen Esther, Amy Barrett and Judge Kavanaugh were the ones who overthrew the elections when it was George Bush and Al Gore. So that would be really crazy for that to happen again with, them two being involved. And so my mindset has not changed. I've been praying constantly. I said, Lord, I know this is what I'll tell you, if you pray about it, if you just be honest and you just ask God, I know this guy, he keeps saying, there's corruption. Is it true? God will show you the corruption is definitely real. And the problem is, a lot of people, they don't want to believe that about America. The same way they don't want to believe that persecution is coming to Christians in America. And the news and the media, definitely, they don't want to report it. They don't want to talk about it. You see, they just finally reported about Joe Biden. Just let's keep it all the way 100. That laptop came out with Joe Biden, smoking crack and doing all that stuff. Just imagine if that was Trump's son. That would have been mainstream news every day. The same way they pushed the stuff about Judge Kavanaugh and Russia collusion, it would have been mainstream. So the media, man, is really a false prophet. I don't believe anything the media say. And quite honestly, when I see the media, when I see Hollywood, when I see the demonic music industry, and they're all saying this is the direction to go, this is the way to think, this is the way to move, that's a warning sign for me. That's a red flag. When I see all of Hollywood and the LGBTQ and everybody else saying this is the way to go, to me, something's fishy going on. And when I see the media, the way that they try to manipulate everything, everybody saw on election night, Trump was leading, like in all the swing states and everywhere. And then they stopped counting. And even when he was leading, they wouldn't give him the states, but they kept giving Biden states. Why? Let me show you the manipulation. They never wanted to make it look like Trump had a chance. because that's the game plan. And that's why they keep with the fact checking all that stuff. Biden won, Biden's the president-elect, Biden this, because they're trying to push it to ignorant folks, because this is what will happen. People who don't look at facts, people who don't research, right? When it goes up to the Supreme Court and it gets overturned, then they're going to sit there and they say, oh, Trump stole the election. When the reality is he won from the jump. Like I said, if you look at the statistics, anybody with any common sense, only ignorant people are not going to understand what I'm saying. Anybody with common sense, anybody who keeps it 100 and actually looks at the evidence, is statistically impossible. And then historically, it's impossible. So something's fishy. And then on top of that, if you just pray about it, God will show you. So I believe that, some prophetic words we see in the Bible are conditional. I think we saw that with Hezekiah. The prophet gave him a word, and then God changed the word and told the prophet to tell him something else. So I've just been praying. I said, Lord, expose it all. Just get it into the hands of the Supreme Court. Let it be exposed. And at the end of the day, you know what? If Biden somehow managed to get in there, and even if it was cheating or not, God is still in control. And so I really believe that God has been looking to see who has faith, who has got discouraged, who has stopped praying, who has stopped, believing. One of the things that, like I said, that I look at who's rejoicing that Biden won. Oh, let's talk about this. As soon as Biden, won, the LGBTQ petitioned Biden to strip Christian colleges. And what's so crazy is I'll say this to Christians and they'll just act stupid. There's no other word for it. They'll just act stupid about it. Like, I don't know, blind, ignorant. But they petitioned Biden, and they wanted to strip Christian colleges of their accreditation. It's never been about, tolerance and all that kind of stuff. Man, they want us to bow down. And I'm going to say this, and I've been saying it for months now. People say, Christians shouldn't be involved in politics. Christians who say that are ignorant to the Bible, and they're ignorant to what is going on in the world. They're ignorant to what's going on in the spirit. And the Bible says that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. In the Bible, in the book of Daniel, politics got Daniel thrown in the lion's den because people who wanted to come against the children of God, they got close to the king to get legislation passed to attack Daniel. Same thing with the 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Somebody got close to the king and they created legislation. Hey, they better bow down to this. If not, they got thrown in the fire. And then we also seen politics when it comes to Esther. And so let me tell you, the people that mock, the people that laugh, those are the ignorant ones. Those are what I like to call casual Christians. And those will be the first ones. Casual Christians will be casualties. I guarantee you, they will be the first ones to bow down. I see a lot of Christians on here, and it's all political. They're so ready to take this vaccination. I'm not taking that vaccination. And you have to be completely blind not to see the times that we're living in, because they're trying to silence people. It's no freedom of how would you say, what is the word I'm looking for, Lord? I'm sorry. Freedom to speak your mind and freedom to speak your opinion. If you're not speaking what they want you to say, they try to shut you down. They try to quiet you. And so what we got to realize is there's something that's coming against truth, because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And if they're trying to silence truth, it's because they're trying to keep people in bondage. There's only one group that is getting silenced. There's only one group that is getting told to shut up. And then the other group that's pushing the agenda, they're just getting more momentum. Their voice is just getting louder. The people that came out the closet are trying to put us in the closet. And if you can't see that, and then the other thing they're doing is like, if you don't wear a mask, right, you can't shop. And now they're talking about having vaccination certificates, right? And if you don't have the vaccination certificate, then you can't fly, or maybe your kids can't come back to school. And it's like, how can you not see that it's the setup for the end times? Because what it's going to end up being is, if you don't have this mark, or if you don't bow down to this agenda, you can't go to the grocery store, you can't fly. They're even talking about if you don't get the vaccination, your boss can fire you. How can Christians not see the times that we're living in? It's clear as day. It's like it's a conditioning that's going on. We see the media, they're trying to come into unity. Even Fox News has even become more like CNN. And so there's this thing that's pushing like this one voice. And there's this thing that's pushing this one mindset, which is leading into one direction. And it's like we're getting warmed up. You don't wear the mask, you can't go to the store. I'm going to tell you, some of you are going to see when they say, oh, you can't put your child in daycare unless they were vaccinated. Your child can't come back to school unless they were vaccinated. You can't come back to work unless you were vaccinated. And Christians, the real truth is a lot of Christians, they don't want to believe that. You want these preachers to keep preaching these motivational messages. You want these preachers to keep talking about blessings. You want these preachers to keep talking about all that stuff, because the truth is you don't want to believe it. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to confront it. You don't want to believe that, man, I might have to make a decision. I see so many these gospel artists and stuff, praising the vaccination. And then let's not even talk about the double standards and hypocrisy. All the things Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have done, they just get a pass for. The deception, man, I ain't going to get into all that. The deception is strong. But like I said a lot in this video. I went through the facts, Trump winning Florida, Iowa, and Ohio. No president has ever lost winning those states. No president has ever improved the way that Trump has and lost. Obama, from when he ran his second time, he actually lost support. He didn't do as good as he did the first time, and he still won. President Trump literally improved in every category. He got 10 million, I think 11 million more votes than the last time. And then you expect us to believe that in Georgia, Joe Biden did better than Barack Obama? Man, if you just look at the facts, it's there for you. But you got to love the truth. Love you guys. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Hey, I'm going to post this in a separate video, but it's about to go down. Y'all pray for Brother Marcus. I'm getting ready to open this church. It looks like I found a building. So, I'll be asking people like, hey, if they want to sow, they can. I'm going to start saving up the money, but I found a building. I'm going to post all of that stuff on the YouTube and things like that. You can look www.marcusrogersministries.org. We're very transparent. We're going to post that. A lot of stuff happened while I was banned on Facebook. I was banned for 30 days, but I guess I could talk about it on another day. I don't have to put it on in this video, but a lot of great things. We went out on Thanksgiving, and we went to a homeless shelter. We preached. We gave them the word. We fed them. The other day we went and bought some Christmas gifts. We're taking those to the orphanage, doing some great things for the kingdom, and I'm very excited. 2021 is going to be amazing. I'm telling you right now, just be praying, stay fasting, stay close to God. It's going to be an amazing year for the kingdom. We're going to see great things. We're going to see revival. We're going to see God bless his people and take care of his people. And we're going to see, we're going to see some stuff going into January. That's all I'm going to say. Love you guys. Be blessed. Be encouraged in Jesus' name. If you got a prayer request, feel free to put it in the comments. Like I said, I've been banned 30 days, so you can share this video. Let people know, that I'm back on here, and you guys will see me, probably tomorrow or something.